Alright guys, Dave back from King's Consoles. This is going to be a little overview of the Atari 7800 control pad. For those of you who don't know, this is the Pro system as it was known in America as well. Now this came with a couple of different controllers, more notably in America, the first edition, which is this monstrosity of a joystick with the buttons. Never owned one of these thankfully myself, but check out other reviewers on YouTube. Some great guys out there have already looked at this controller. The one that we're looking for the system is more notable from the European release, so the revised system, and this is the Joypad for the Atari 7800. This is only what I've known. As I say, I'm from Scotland, so we've only ever really received this. Don't actually know if the other Joypads are available in the UK. I know there's obviously, I've seen other reviewers from the UK reviewing them, but as far as I'm aware, when the 7800 finally came to Europe, this was the revised version we received. More notably the rectangular joypads. Basically, as far as I'm led to believe, 7800 originally came out with the joystick. As you know, the predecessor to this joystick here. So, one button joystick scenario, looking good. Trying to bring more modern, so they brought in the two buttons situation. I don't really know what the plan was with the buttons on the side. Anyway, what happened is it came to Europe, and we were notably used to these. Your NES and your Master System, two button D-pad joyspads. So we got this. You see, it's a nice looking piece of kit. Some pros and cons. Looking around the pad first of all. You can see nice glossy black to go with the system. The D-pad here. One and two buttons. Nice Atari chrome logo. The back, not much to look at. This kind of, don't know if it's intentional, but to be a grip for when you're holding the controller. And then lays here so you can place your fingers. Now of course when you're a bit younger, fingers are a little bit smaller, so it might fit in here a bit better. But generally I quite like the control pad. Plays games a little bit more different than the joystick, because of course you can still use these joysticks with the 7800, because the 7800 is backwards compatible. Use the exact same connectors as well. But some games do work a lot better with this. Personally, I find, I'd probably say, things like Pac-Man. I know how bad the game Pac-Man is, but Miss Pac-Man especially, I find it a lot easier to use this joypad, especially with this little nub on the end, which does unscrew. I haven't really played the joypad much with this off. So there it comes there. So it kind of does leave a kind of big hole in the middle. More notably, there was the Master System controller which had the same styling. Cool thing with the D-pad though, it's not just the NES, the D-pad that moves, it's a whole circle. So I feel you get a good range of motion on it. But personally, I think that it needs to be played with the mini thumb joystick intact. Actually my thumb fits quite nicely in there, so just kind of get a better range of motion. Buttons, quite responsive. One thing I don't like is they're actually domed, as opposed to the NES, which is kind of inward. Your kind of thumb sits a bit better on them, a bit better for faster moving. There's these things a bit further apart, a bit of a more gap here. Nice big buttons though to press. Not too fussy about these, I suppose. I can kind of see where they're going. Play with your thumb like that. Now, really, this isn't too comfortable to play the game like this. I'm just doing it for a matter of demonstration. One of the big design flaws of the joypad is the position of the actual cable on the top. If you look at the NES, although it is off to the side, you can quite comfortably put both your fingers on the top and play the controller. Nice range of movement. If you do that with the Atari, got a problem. You can still do it, of course, still play like that. Just a bit uncomfortable having this cable off to the side. I think that's the biggest flaw with this controller really, is the cable. Apart from that, for playing some classic 2600, 7800 games on the 7800, but then again, as I say, these all have the same connection, so you can play in the original 2600 as well. Mega Drive, I don't know why you want to, because the Mega Drive controller is awesome, but it's a very good controller. Just have to say, have a look out there. if you've not had a go at one of these before. But certainly the way I like to play 7800 games if I wasn't using one of these. But this is Dave from King's Consoles saying subscribe if you want to see some more reviews, and catch you later.